Hello guys, welcome back to another Lumley trading video. In this one we are going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis over on NIO. So to get straight into it, again this is being quickly recorded before the market is opened, but overall the levels are going to be the same. So what are key support and resistances? Looking at a bit further, going on to the standard deviation chart. So for this we're going to be using a 6-month and a 1-year chart to get these key levels. I mean, if you've been watching this channel for a while you already know how we do the analysis. So from a support side, obviously right now we're at around 970. What are going to be key supports? Reason we'll go over the supports first is, as of right now, it does kind of look a bit more weak overall. Does look like it might push down to that 52-week low. So we do have statistical mean at 838. But what we also have, and right now it's kind of a resistance, but at 1050 we have our statistical mean on the 1 year. So if you've been watching this channel, you already know this is a zone I never like to touch or trade the stock within this zone. And the reason for that is if we're trading strictly off technicals, which this sort of analysis is, when we're just looking at standard deviations, it's just strictly technical. We're not looking at the fundamentals. Really, within this range, there is no trading edge because statistical mean just essentially means fair value. So between both of the fair values is obviously still fair value. So that's why I never look to trade within this range. So between 830 and 1050, to me there is no trading opportunity on NIO, and not something I would touch until it can break out to either side. So if we break down to the downside, 612 is going to be that first buying opportunity that I can see. It's going to be a first key support that I'll be paying attention to. If we break that, then I have a 380 support. Going lower would be 181. Past here would turn the deviations negative, so we don't have any more support levels. But the reasons, again, this has happened is, I mean, you can quickly see by the chart, such a strong downtrend, it's going to make the deviations wide, it's going to turn them negative. So when I see this, I prefer to kind of trade with the trend. So it's very rare that I take these kind of stocks long bias. So again, might get a day trade on the 612, 375 if we came down to these kind of levels. But really the ideal trade plan for me would be if it breaks to the upside, hitting really from about this $13 level, starting it a bit more short bias. So this 13, as it's been hit now kind of numerous times in the past, if it keeps coming back to test this level, again, I'm only taking this as a day trade, and the reason for that is just knowing if a stock keeps coming back to this level to keep testing it, eventually it's going to have to break because buyers keep taking it to this level for a reason. So eventually the sellers are going to dry up, the buyers are going to take it through. So if we tap this level again, it might be a day trading opportunity, but definitely not something I'm looking to swing. If we do break that though from 1480, this is where I'll be looking a bit more kind of on a swing bias, because you know, it's just a bit further out, hasn't been touched as much, and really where the main trading opportunities are going to come. And again, this is where it comes down to being more patient. Again, there's going to be trading opportunities. That's a great thing about the stock market. There's so many different stocks, so many different opportunities. There's no point forcing them. And really where the great setups come is really down at those second or third deviations. And that's really what I'd be wanting to wait for on NIO. If it can push up to this 1750, this is really where the big short plays are going to come. Again, I'll be hitting this with options, mostly trading them probably just through debit spreads and credit spreads. But if the premiums are cheap, then maybe looking to trade it through outright puts as well. But really, that's where the main trading opportunity, at least for me, comes coming into the second or third deviations. And obviously the third is at $22. And 23.50. I mean, that's what I'd really be waiting for. And in the meantime, obviously I know some people are really going to be in the position, or they're just looking to really trade NIO, and if so, then these levels should be sufficient. But really, if you can be more patient, you can trade other opportunities. Really, I'd be waiting for that break to at least kind of the 1750, and I think that's where the strong trading opportunities are going to come. And really, the first time we hit these supports to the downside, again, they're probably going to provide a nice bounce opportunity. Anyway, that is the breakdown on NIO. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out this analysis video.